Sweet True Slasher Review.
Just it's hard for me to dog on those, but I think they did a really great job with both of them.
Absolutely. Ryan, I have one last question for you, and I'm glad you said you were a gamer before. The writer strike just ended, and we were speaking with Mathieu Cote from Behavior a couple months ago.
Oh, right on.
Yeah, and he was saying how, you know, that kind of stalled the plans for that movie and everything, and obviously this just happened, so, you know, there's probably nothing you could say about it, but how quickly are you guys going to be moving on to that? How excited are you? They have such a vast world.
Yeah. Well, I was just talking to Mathieu this morning, and the strike was kind of holding things up, but I'm very excited that we can start moving forward on a number of fronts. We've got some good progress being made. I'm excited to just kind of dive into that world. I mean, like, it's a you know, I can't speak too much to any approach just yet, but I mean, it's just like you're talking again. It's a sandbox that I love. It's a Marvel universe, sure, but it's like they've what the Behavior team has done so well is create their own world and created such a large swath of both survivors and killers that have generated their own fan bases. You know, I mean, Huntress, fucking awesome. You know, like I love the Trapper's my boy. That's who I usually go to as a villain. But he's usually I know. He's rough to go against. He's simple. No, he really is. But no, it's we're very excited because that game is just like a celebration of horror, and I feel like what a movie needs to be is both a celebration of horror, but deeply aggressive and fast moving and just incredibly intense. And you know, we're excited, and hopefully the SAG strike will end, but you know, the SAG strike is not going to hinder us from the continuing development. So that one's very active, and we're moving along.
Beautiful.
That's fantastic to hear.
Okay, here's where I try and get you in a little bit of trouble, because I know it's something you can't talk about, but I have to ask. Obviously, the movie is still highly anticipated. I constantly see people talking about it. Jason Blum kind of spiked the charts a little bit recently, where he said that you guys are still looking for a writer, still looking for a director. That was the status.
You're looking for a job?
Yes. Million of ideas for this. Yes, I am. But he said, he said that recently, and last time we spoke, that's kind of where it was left off. Yeah. I want to ask you if there's any update in this, but obviously I know that's a delicate thing. There is no public
update.
Right. Okay.
We are still all, and I say all of us, is like me and my boss and a couple of other people at Behavior, and then Jason Blum and his team and a few other people at Atomic Monsters. Right. All of these people are still actively pursuing this project right now. And the goal is still to be able to, as quickly as we can, announce a writer or director or writer-director or whatever to tell people this is happening and this is who is going to be spearheading the project. So, yeah, hopefully we have an announcement to make soon.
Well, I know this is, obviously just me, but to counteract your Wednesday Reddit screaming matches a little bit, I don't know why people are getting so mad at this. To rush into anything just to have an announcement and get things started with movies is never the answer. And I applaud you guys for trying to make it right and wait till everything's perfect, because that's the way you need to do it. And, I don't know why people are so mad about it, honestly.
Well, yeah. Well, on the one side, it's like I was talking about the merch earlier. We are not a company that makes movies. So it is a world that we are not very familiar with. So we have a lot to learn. Fortunately, we have managed to find a great partner in Blumhouse. They know how to make movies for sure. And they certainly know how to make horror movies. So it's absolutely a good fit in that, and we trust them wholeheartedly. There's one thing, like this could turn into many, many different things, that project, but there is one thing for sure. We will never allow a bad Dead by Daylight movie to release.
Nice.
We'd much rather scrap it and not have a movie than have something that's not great.
There you go. Yeah, and that's the answer. That's 100, especially with how much you guys have to offer for a movie franchise.
I think there's quite a lot to do there. There's a lot of really cool stories to tell, and yeah,